What's up, my Tamasaba lovers? Hope everyone's doing well. Tamasaba update. Little ones in this tank are doing really well. Growing, not as quick as some of the other ones. Some more funkier patterns in here though. The water is still really misty, but when I look at the bottom, it's starting to clear at the bottom. I've not done a water change, so I'm hoping that it is just the filters trying to catch up. Thought it would have been okay, but I'm just going to go to doing weekly water changes on this tank now to try and sort out the murky water, the cloudy water. I don't know whether it is the water changes, the filters not up to speed, although they should be by now, or the fact of the food that I'm feeding them. The pea pulsing and the ground food is really fine particles, so it's quite dusty. But they're all doing really well. Snap over to this tank. Same situation with this one. A little bit cloudy. Filthy, just more so the volume of food that I'm throwing in. I've been through 800 grams of food in a week. There's loads down there, but it's just dirty. So it's Thursday today. Friday is my normal sort of water change routine, pond maintenance, tank maintenance. The Timu filter has been running about a week. Well, no, maybe 5 days. Still not very happy with the pipes on the top. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. So I measured these pipes up, and these are 20mm, which is the same as electrical conduit. And I have some spare electrical conduit knocking around, as you do. I don't know, blokes in their garages, you know, off cuts of wood, bits, think, oh, I'll need that for another day. So I'm just going to cut some more pipes the same size and drill the holes rather than have these long slats, which I think will be better, because at the moment it's just trickling out and there's no water in the middle there. I want it to spray to soak everything, and I think that will create more aeration and help get rid of the nitrates and ammonias, because it detoxifies as it aerates, and it just get more of the media wet all over underneath. So yeah, little job for me to do. Measure up these pipes, cut them up, drill some holes and replace them. Not happy with those. And then tomorrow's job is clean the water. So this video will probably be like over 2 days. So they're all starting to take shape with their colours and patterns. I've moved 72 Tamasaba into the pond, into that big net, and they're loving it now. They're putting on some massive size, and I think the sun's UV is really helping their colours and patterns. So I'll show you a video of them later, but yeah, quick job today. Take this pipe off, measure up, cut, drill some new ones, fit it back in. Happy days. There we go, quick blast on the jigsaw. Electrical conduit, same diameter. Just cut up the pipes and measure and drill some holes. So there we have it. Just drilled some holes, and let's get it attached on. See if this gives more of a sort of a shower effect on that Timu filter. So that's the drilled holes. Better, but still not completely happy. I think what I'll do is I'll cut some more, and I'll just make the holes a little bit smaller, just so we get more of a spray effect. I think the spacing's about right. but smaller holes, get more of a spray is what we need. So we'll try again. These Tamasabas in this Timu net are doing really well. See all the colours and the patterns are developing, and they're getting pretty big. It's hard to see, but there's about 70 of them in this little net. And it's built loads of algae just around the outsides, which they're all munching on. So if I'm not feeding them, we've still got a constant food source in there. Okay, nice and big. Really cool patterns and colours. Looking good. I've just cleaned the bottom of this tank, so it's not looking great, but the water in there, I don't know whether you can tell now, is starting to clear. Some of these ones are getting some really funky patterns and colours. That one there. Need to give the sponge filters a good clean, but I had the temperature off because it's been really hot in the UK, but just put the temperature back up to 24 degrees. Just to help them grow, but they're doing really well. The main tank is absolutely filthy, the water in there. It's just because I'm feeding them so much. Whether you can tell, they're all gathering because they're thinking more food, more food. No, we're not getting more food, we've just been fed. So the Timu filter there we go, that's the changes to the output spray bar, whatever we'll call it. So this is just electrical conduit, and I've drilled some holes, and you can see it's spreading the water out a lot more. So by spreading the water out, it will be covering, the water will be covering more of the media, or be in contact with more of the media underneath, instead of just dribbling out the massive channels that were there. The electrical conduit though is 2 centimeters, which is meant to be the same size as the piping that was in there, but it's not a snug fit, so I've just put a bit of plumber's PTFE tape. But you can see that the water's coming out a lot better. It's covering a lot more of the area. So that's working well. Pleased with that little change. Still got some brine shrimp in the brine shrimp hatchery. Not that impressed with this one, but then I've got the one I got from Timu. I don't know whether you can see because the sun's blaring in. But this one's attached to air pump. Much better. See at the bottom, that's just about to harvest that. That's all brine shrimp at the bottom there. Lights a bit. So I'll harvest those brine shrimp. Give the smaller ones a good feed. This one's alright. You get regular feeds from it, but just not the volume. So it's a bit more labour intensive. Whereas I could just let this one just go, be bubbling for 24 hours, and then harvest them and give them all a good feed. I'm really pleased with this one. Yeah, I'm not going to manage this one-handed, but you can already see the brine shrimp there. Just catch me with a little net that it came with. The other water just goes into a bucket, and then I just put it back, that water back in, and put more brine shrimp in. But yeah, this will just drain out and keep feeding them. Keep feeding these Tamasaba fry. Just filled the brine shrimp hatchery back up. Just emptied it. You can see I've not got it going full on, it's just a gentle bubble rather than a crazy bubble going through. Just slow and steady. That's what I find helps hatch them best. The thing I like about this one is it came with a measuring scoop, so I just use one of those of salt and one of those of brine shrimp. Happy days, no measuring, nice and easy. Not sure if you can see the activity in there. But hundreds and hundreds of Tamasaba. I'm going to have to drain this down in a couple of days' time, maybe next weekend, and have another sort through, because some of these are looking like they're getting quite big. You can see them very well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who's subscribed so far to my channel. Hope you found this useful. Hope you found it interesting. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscription. Drop me a like, drop me a comment, let me know what's going on. Hope you all had a great weekend. Cheers, bye.